Welcome back, guys, and Merry Christmas to everybody, or at least an early Merry Christmas. We all know that Christmas is a time of giving and selflessness. But what do we want, right? So in this list today, I'm going to tell you guys the things that I would want. Now, some of these are kind of dream items, some of these are chases that I've been on, and some of them are just ones that you just kind of want, right? Just a want. So it's time to get a little selfish. It's time to just check out what everyday EDC wants in his dream Christmas. Now, let's put a little disclaimer on this to say some of these are very unrealistic. And let's be honest, if we actually got them, is it really what we want? Or is it what we want before we get it, right? It's kind of that idea. Some of these I really do want. Some of them, the dream ones, are kind of ones that I know I don't really want deep down, but right now I just want them. So let's flip it around. Let's get to the list. This is going to be one of those that I take a picture of it and kind of zoom through. Some of it's from Blade HQ, some of it's from DLT, and other sources. So this is one of those picture lists, but that's because I don't have them. Otherwise, they wouldn't make the list, right? Other than that, let's flip it around and let's get to it. All right, so first on the list, probably the most basic, is the new O-Pen Pro. I have two O-Pen, whatever the model is, with just the light, and then this one looks cooler, and it's got a laser pointer. Imagine all the things that you could do with a friggin' laser pointer. I just kind of want it, right? I don't need it, I want it. So this is the first item on the list, and definitely the most basic. Price on this runs around 70 bucks. Next on the list is the Bradford Guardian 3 with 3V. A, I want a knife in 3V. B, I loved this fixed blade and I just have never pulled the trigger on it because I've been waiting for the exact one I want. And C, it's a really good looking knife. I believe this is coming in around 180 bucks, but good luck finding it, at least from where I looked. Next on the list is this little maintenance kit. Now, I have a bunch of tools to tear down knives, but this Journey kit, I think I saw it on Lynch Knives, comes in around 130 bucks, and it's just really cool, compact, and it has everything you need to tear down a knife. And it's kind of cool to have a little kit that's right there that you can just pop open the kit, because I got tools all over the friggin' place. Next on the list is this mat that's also over at the Lynch website. I did just pick one up, and you guys probably see that in a lot of my videos, where it has that single cup. I really wanted the tri-way cup. They didn't have it available. I love both of these colors. I actually like the lighter color better, but I think the darker color works better for recording. And these are running at about 120 bucks. And to me, I mean, you really can't have enough good mats, right? Good work mats that store your stuff, and it's just a really high quality leather. It's just, it's so nice. Hey, wake up. We still got the best coming. And then this is a picture of my youngest boy. Earlier today, he was jumping in his little bouncer, and then I found him sleeping at the wheel. Friggin' hilarious. So this next knife is a custom AD-15. This is one that I've been wanting ever since I felt the original AD-15, and this is the exact one that I would want. It has the micarta on the inside and titanium with all these little milling patterns on the outside. This is S35. I would rather have the S35 than the M390 version, but I would like it heat treated much better, which is why you like the custom a little bit more, than the cold steel version. The cold steel version I felt like was a little soft. This is just, such a good knife. And the reason I would want S35 is because it's a little bit bigger. It's a workhorse, right? I don't want that brittle edge. But, you know, S35 kind of brings a little bit more toughness to the table. This knife is absolutely gorgeous. Most of you guys want the AD-20. I want this exact model. I don't want, you know, the Joker one or whatever that's out there. This is the exact model I want. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I think they were running for about $650 new, but good luck finding it, right? This is one that is a reality that I want, but it's not a, it's probably not going to be that easily attained. This next knife Oh my goodness, the Protech Harkins ATAC. This is a manual and automatic. I think it is beautiful looking. I first saw this on Slicey Dicey's channel probably a year and a half ago and fell in love with it ever since. Every now and then it pops up on Reddit, and they're not crazy expensive. You can pick them up, well, they're like 400 bucks. But this is a dream knife for me. This is a knife that would be an everyday carry. This is a knife that I would, it's just, the 80-20 would be like, or the 80-15 would be like that hard use. I'm gonna carry that when I'm getting into some stuff. This would be like that I'm gonna slice some stuff open type of knife. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It is just, this is another reality knife that I can obtain if I go on the hunt hard enough, and one day I will. I mean, this and the 80-15 are the two knives that I didn't have to look up. The rest of the knives that you're gonna see are knives that I kind of looked up and was like, oh yeah, I really want that. But these two I know off at the top of my head. These are the two. These are my dream knives. These are my grail knives that I just so want. Oh, they're so nice. The Heretic Knives Rate. This one has that carbon fiber bolster with the aluminum handle going on down to the pommel. And this knife, ever since I've seen it, I don't know, 6 to 8 months ago, I thought was just gorgeous. And I saw this model when I was just looking for knives to add to this list. And this is one that I would totally chase after. I think it's a gorgeous looking knife. That pocket clip is hideous, but this is a knife that's kind of a dream knife. I would be happy to own it, but not as happy as that 80-15 and the ATAC that I showed you before. But still, this is on my Christmas list of wants. And yet we have another Heretic on the list. This is the Heretic Medusa. Specifically, this one's a little bit more custom. I think this version looks so amazing. $950 though. That makes it a dream and not a reality. This knife is one of those that is definitely a want that I would be happy to have, but realistically, I think the chase of this knife and the want to have it probably means more than having it in hand, which may not sound like it makes sense, but having those grail knives that you so desperately want that you can't obtain keep you into this hobby. It keeps you kind of just going and searching. I've hit a couple roadblocks throughout the hobby where I've found that I've had everything I want, and I'm like, what next? And I'm at that point now to an extent, right? We all want more, and this Heretic Knives Medusa is one that I definitely want. I at least want to check it out. So if anybody actually has that model and you want to send it in, that would be so freaking cool. I would be so ecstatic to check it out. I think that's a really cool knife. I think Heretic does some really cool knives. I actually like their knives a little bit better than Microtech, to an extent. And absolutely last, but so dreamy, is this Marfione custom Trowdon with that beautiful Hellhound blade grind with the stainless steel body that adds some weight and solidity in hand, because I actually appreciate that quite a bit, with that beautiful inlay right there. It looks so amazing. This is a knife that is $2,500, by the way. I will never obtain, and I don't think even if I could obtain it, I would, in the sense of I wouldn't dish out the money, but if I somehow came across a trade that I could land this in my lap, oh my gosh, I would poop my pants. This thing is freaking awesome, absolutely gorgeous, and the Trowdon is, in my opinion, the best size of a knife. I've held the automatic OTF, I've held the Ultratech, I've held the smaller Ultratech versions, I've held the Trowdon, I've held a combat Trowdon, and all of these are definitely, in my opinion, a little bit big, a little bit too small, a little bit too narrow. This one in particular is the absolute right size. I think it's amazing. I absolutely love it. I have had a Marfion custom Trowdon at one point in time that just didn't do it for me. It was kind of basic, which sounds stupid, but I didn't see that $1,300 value. This one in particular, for some reason, that value I don't it goes out the window. Like, I look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, this looks, I can do this, right? I see the value in that. That little one, I really didn't see it all that much. It was just, they did some stuff to it. The $1,300 Marfion Customs, I really don't see the value in those. I didn't feel it in hand, but this one, with the weight and solidity that it provides, it's just to die for. Well, that was fun, guys, at least for me. I went shopping for myself without actually shopping. But now let's flip it around to you guys. What do you guys want for Christmas? If you guys could come up with a dream list, be it 2 items, 5 items, I think I have 7 items on my list, let's hear it in the comments below. Let's hear what you guys wanted for Christmas, in your dream Christmas where money is no option. My name is Tyler, this is Everyday EDC. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys don't know how much it means to me. Sincerely, yes, this was a selfish video, but Christmas is a time for giving, and I just sincerely hope that you guys have the best Christmas ever for you and your families. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.